Welcome, everybody. Just jumping on here again, talking about one of my favorite subjects. Obviously, I want to help you guys start an online business, and really, there's very few things that I feel like proud of about like what I really do in my life, like that's different than a lot of people. And I think that like starting an online business for me has been like one of those things that has really made me proud, and especially like just a one person business, right? That you're not having tons of employees. You're not always creating, 1,000 products all the time. So a lot of people ask me like, how do I even get started? And these are just some of the things that like I really wish someone kind of went through with me when trying to organize like what's the best thing for me when starting a business online. And I love that, with all the different AI tools right now, we can really cater this for whatever we're wanting to do. So today we're going to be talking about perfect one-person AI business model, and specifically for people like in their 30s or 40s. And so yeah, we'll just dive right into it. And throughout this presentation, I just do want to talk about some prompts that you can kind of go through on your own to really make sure that things are resonating with you in your life. So when we get started here, I do want to talk about, a lot of times people are like, always focus on your niche or your demographic and things like that. But I do kind of want to turn the table on this a little bit, because I want you to forget about that for now. And I want to start with you and what you want and desire and what you want your life to look like. And then throughout this, we'll go through a bunch of different prompts and things that you can see like how you want your life to look like. Because here's one thing that I've realized, going through a lot of different business models, like short form content agencies, doing sales calls, really making a good amount of money, which some people would consider, $8, $9, something $1,000 a month, which for me was pretty good at the time. But I was also somewhat miserable because I was always tied down, and it wasn't really the life that I kind of wish I could engineer for myself. And so that's where we're going to be starting today. And so I want you to think about the business that you want to build for you. This is your business, and we want to help you set the rules. Otherwise, you're not in control. And so we really want you to design it to fit your life instead of the reverse, where you become like a slave to all your different, you become a slave to your work and you don't even like it, right? So then what's the point of having an online business at home if you're basically miserable, just as if you're in a 9-to-5? And so here's a prompt that we can kind of get you help to get you started, is what business model aligns with my ideal workday? And so you can always go into ChatGPT or any other like Claude or whatever you use, and you can tell them what is your ideal workday. Like, what would you prefer to do? Like if you could have any workday, you close your eyes and you imagine what does that look like. Then after you feed that context into ChatGPT, for example, just do a simple prompt like this: what business model aligns with my ideal workday? And so for me, it's a lot about content creation. It's about funnel building, websites. It's about setting up an email list and staying in contact with my audience. And those are simple ways that align with my business and fits my life. And so a good way that you can find this is if money was not any limiting factor, right? What tasks would excite you that you could do every day for you to be online with your business online? Like, what would you like to do? Like for me, I don't enjoy really doing sales calls. I've done sales, door-to-door sales for 3 or 4 years, and it's just not something that excites me anymore. I don't like to go out and, prospect and find those kinds of things. Like I'd rather do attraction marketing where people come to me and ask me questions. And so with that in mind, here's a prompt that you can kind of get the gears flowing. It's help me design my perfect workday based on these tasks, and list those tasks that you enjoy doing. Like if you like writing, or if you like creating content, or if you like playing video games, or whatever it might be, you can usually create a business around that and teach people a specific thing. And again, I do want you to really expand your mind, for example, because just because we do have an online business and we need tools and automation and all that stuff, your business doesn't have to be about that. It can be about anything that helps solve a problem. that you're good at and that you enjoy. So for example, my wife really likes looming lately. She's been making us hats and blankets and stuff. And you can have a full-blown business with that, teaching people how to get started with that, what things you can create, common mistakes. And so that's just an example, but it could be really with anything, and it could be pretty lucrative. So just that's important to keep that in mind. And if anyone does, I do see some people here live. If you guys do have questions, feel free to post them there. I'd love to answer. But here's some questions that you guys might want to ask when building your business. What do you enjoy doing? First of all, what would you love to wake up to? Like what? Because so many people I talk to, they wake up in the morning, they hate their lives. Like, oh, I don't want to wake up and do work, and it's like, how could you have something designed for you that you enjoy doing, that you enjoy helping people do, that you could really say, wow, I'm excited to get after this today? What feels sustainable? Because for me, one thing that I've also struggled with in my life is having sustainability and simplifying. I have a problem where I overcomplicate like everything. And so you really want to break things down into just simple tasks, because those are the things that scale over time. And so here's a prompt that you can throw into it just to kind of help you visualize this. For me, I'm like very visualizing, helps me to really break things down into simplicity. And so what kind of business would let me, and describe what you love to do? So for example, a lot of people are like really good at fitness. And for me, like it's something that I'm improving on myself, trying to eat healthier. And for me, just as basic as moving for 30 minutes a day, like whether it's on a treadmill or working out, like those are things, that everyone has every single day problems with. But if that's one of your strengths, where you love working out, maybe you love keto, maybe you love fasting, whatever it might be, and that's your thing, how could you make a business that would let you do X, Y, and Z? And again, this can all be online, so you're not having to go into a place and show up and physically be there. You can be one to many, which is like the ideal thing about an online business. And so here's some of the things for my perfect day example, right? It's like, I want to spend time with my family, because for a long time, especially when I used to do sales, I would be out 10 or 12 hours a day, and I felt like I never saw them. And so it's been really great for me to be able to actually be part of my children's life, because I have a 4-year-old son and a 1-year-old daughter. And just to see my 1-year-old, like I missed a lot of my son's first year, and to see her grow and to walk and crawl, and like those are things that are really important to me. And then so for also like scripting and filming and creating, like I love creating content and creating automations and offers and things like that. Those are things that excite me, but can be overwhelming. I will say, this is a side note. These things can be overwhelming if you don't like break them down into like specific tasks. And then a perfect day is also just like chilling for a little bit and like getting away from any kind of stress in the world, like whether that's playing video games. I like to play games with some of my friends, and this is me just being realistic, right? Like, I don't think you always have to be go, business, high stress. I need to improve 24/7. Like, it's great to level up in real life, but also like you do have things that maybe aren't always the most productive. And as long as you do them and actually like give time to them and put time to things that are more important, of course you're allowed to allow yourself to do those things. And so I do like to watch shows. Hey, what's going on, Bullet? Hey, doing well, buddy. Let me know if you have any questions. Good to see you, man. Yeah, so I also love watching shows. Like my wife and I were just watching Elf the other day, and it's fun to see my 4-year-old like watch Elf, and he actually likes it. And I'm a huge fan of like, right now it's Christmas, so it's we watch The Grinch, and those things are just growing up. It's fun to relive my whole life through my kids. And these are all like my perfect day, right? I still want freedom. For me, freedom is a top priority in what I want to do. And that's how you can like really use an online business to your advantage, right? And the big thing for me is ending my day excited for the next, instead of like being drained and kind of like hating it, because I've been there as well. And so the big difference for me is enjoying the process and getting outside of my head and being okay with, hey, I'm not to where I'd love to be 100%, but I'm enjoying the progress of me leveling up day to day and being okay with like, hey, I'm not perfect, but I'm striving to be better. And so here's a prompt that will help you guys. How can I use AI to simplify my daily tasks? And so there's like tons of AI tools now, and I love it. Like I'm obsessed with it. A lot of the day I get, because of what I do, I get to just literally tinker around with new AI stuff and productivity. And, that for me is a lot of fun. So that's something that I incorporate right in my business. And you can take that and see how can these things help you in your business. And so here's another thing. You want to define your day. You want to write it down. You want to visualize it. And then this is the blueprint for your business. So instead of starting with who can I help and all that stuff, focus on, like I said, focus on you. It's kind of the reverse of what most people think. And so you want to create a life that you love. I mean, I'm 32 now. So, I mean, think about it. I'm probably not going to live till 90. So more than 1/3 of my life is over. And it's like, can I really say that I've lived it to the fullest, right? Like, can I say that I've lived my life to, me waking up excited every day? For a long time, no. And I'm starting to do that more and more every single day. And so you do want to create a detailed schedule for my dream workday. Like for me, it's having time with my kids, waking them up, getting them breakfast, and I take them to the gym. They go to the play place for me, which is huge mental relief. Like I can go to the gym and just have time to myself and think. And so that's really important. Like health is something that I overlooked for a long time. And when I fell into a deep depression over the 2020, where I, wasn't able to sell anymore, that was my job at the time. I gained a lot of weight, and I really had to rediscover myself. And so for this, finding a detailed schedule is really important. Yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate your engagement there, Bullet. If you do have any questions, let me know. So you do want to play to your strengths, though. Not everyone is great at like writing, for example. Not everyone is great at blogging or whatever it might be. You want your business to be enjoyable, but something that you're actually good at and you feel like you can improve on. Even if you're not an expert on it, that's okay. Like we're not shooting for perfection. We're shooting for something that you can enjoy doing every single day and improving on. So you want to play to your strengths. So your business should highlight what you're good at or willing to learn. And so for me, like I've always wanted an online business. Even when I had a 9-to-5, I would come home and like research like how to, build something that you can do from home, how to build funnels, how to do email marketing. Like those are all things that like really sparked inside of me. And so I just was willing to learn. And you have to think like what to yourself, like based on my skills, and list some of your skills that you like to do, what business models or tasks make sense for you and your business. And these are just self-reflection things, right? These are important, and more so than probably a lot of people actually say. Most people are step by step, do this, do that, but what's the point if you don't actually enjoy it? So we want to build a real a business using AI and simplifying your whole life. And so I've talked with hundreds, probably at this point, probably thousands of people, right, over the last 5 to 6 years. And people come to me about all different niches and genres and whatever they want to do, what their business is, what their goals are. And so many times I run into people where they're like trying to hammer their head against the wall, doing something that they don't even want to do. They're promoting something they don't want to do, or they're like trying to blog and they don't even like writing. And it's like, just because it works for someone else doesn't mean you should do it. And so talking with a customer and client before, I wanted to do coaching but hated calls. But a real strength was just creating videos about keto. Like she loved keto and she was talking about, making money online and all these other things. And it's like, you don't have to do that. You can still succeed with something that you actually have strengths with. And so I helped her kind of transition to building her business around videos and keto because she lost a lot of weight and she enjoys doing that. And so what you can do is suggest business ideas for someone who loves, and then all the things that you love, but then also dislikes all the things that you dislike and you wouldn't want to do, right? And again, you want to talk to ChatGPT and any other kind of AI as a prompt, like a person. Like it doesn't have to be very stiff. You can say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm wanting to do. What are 10 suggestions, right? So you can go deep. And if you don't like the suggestions, you can always say, okay, give me 10 more. And so what I need you to think about is no one size fits all. Not every business needs coaching, blogs, or your own products. you need to pick what works for you. And it kind of sounds selfish and counterintuitive, right? But it's really, I'll tell you, in the last 6 years, there's so many people that started an online business, and it's like literally a graveyard of people that used to be in this industry some way, shape, or form and are just gone. And so really the key to succeeding is to make it sustainable, to outlast everyone else, even whenever things are rough. Like what will get you through hard times? Doing something that you enjoy and something that you create that actually is lasting. And so everyone that I know that's made over 6 figures online, including myself, has found a way to make it long term. What's up, Sock? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, I love having you guys come in here, guys. It's good for you guys to ask questions, and I'm an open book, and I'm really interested to see what you guys want to learn too, because there's so many things that I could learn, and I can just say what I think you guys need, but I'd love to teach you guys what you actually need, because I can always go back in my mind about like where I was 5 or 6 years ago. But that only serves me so to a certain point, right? And so what the real goal is here, if we go full circle, we want to help you monetize what you love. And some great ways to do that is, right, selling digital products. So selling templates or tools, things that would help someone get from point A to point B in a fast way and with less friction. People are willing to pay for that. On the other hand, if you don't like to create stuff, then you can just be an affiliate. And I think that's the easiest way to get started online by far, is just literally creating content, driving traffic to a certain kind of person, and then becoming affiliated or promoting products that solve that problem that just makes sense. And I'll give you an example. Like, with me working online, I have my monitors, I have my lighting, I have my keyboard, I have my Blue Yeti microphone. Those are all things that I could easily promote and say, hey, if you're wanting to have better quality video, this is what I recommend, this, and that. And then you get paid for just recommending things. So like for me, like I use a lot of, like I work with repurpose.io, obviously. I've been with them for over 2.5 years. And I use a lot of different AI editing tools and like HeyGen to clone myself. And I have those in the description if you guys want to play with them. But these are all things that help me, and because I love them and use them personally and have helped me, make a lot of money, but also reach a lot of people, they're things that I recommend. And that's why I think affiliate marketing is such a great avenue for your online business, especially in the beginning. You started streaming 11 minutes ago, and I just joined you now, so I'd love to watch your whole video again. Yeah, I'm putting it on YouTube, and I think it's on Instagram, and then I can't remember the last place right now, but yeah, it's good to see you, Sock. Yeah, Sock was saying that started streaming a few minutes ago, but I'd like to see the whole thing. Yeah, it's going to be live on YouTube, and then also I'll go through it again and then get rid of like a bunch of ands and, use AI editing and then put it as a normal YouTube video. But yeah, love to have you on here, man. And so, yeah, if you want to go try that. So one thing that I really love is like, I'm one of my mentors, he's, instead of like charging people like hundreds or thousands of dollars to do coaching and things like that, he's giving away like every single thing he knows pretty much for free. And like all these tools like have free trials. And so that really resonates with me. Like I remember when I first started, like I didn't have much money to like start things. And not saying that like now at this point, I've spent probably $30,000 to $50,000 on courses, coaching, and all that. Just because you always want to improve and get better. But if these things interest you, like you should just go and try them out and see if it's something that resonates with you and helps you get the results that you want. And so that's something that I'm trying to work on too. Like, how can I bring the most value to you and help you on your journey to have the dream life, like to have like a dream business, even if it's not making like millions of dollars. Like, what if you could make your first $1,000 online? Like, what would that mean to you? Like it's definitely doable to make $100 a day. And I think for a lot of people, how much would your life change if you could make $100 a day? That's like over $3,000 a month extra. And so these are all things I want you to kind of imagine and say like, wow, is this something that I'm willing to learn, but also like sacrifice for? And that's something that you have to kind of think about for yourself. So yeah, definitely go try those things out if you want to. But I think one concept that I'm still working on myself is trying to keep everything simple. It's so easy to overcomplicate. Like, oh my gosh, look at that, what that person's doing. Look at their business model. Let's look at their funnel. Why is this working? And then all of a sudden there's another one over there. Like, if it's so easy to get distracted in this online world where everyone's trying to keep your attention. And I just want you to keep it simple. I want you to start small and we can celebrate those wins together. And that's how you're really going to make big incremental, progression by taking those small steps, like every day, like just creating a video a day. Or for me, like working out 30 minutes a day, trying to stay with somewhat of a diet. Like those are things that I'm working on personally for myself and in my business, because those small, simple steps create something big. And so, I mean, I have a lot of ideas what I want to bring to you as my audience, because I feel like I've definitely neglected you guys and this isn't a mission, right? This is a little bit off subject. For the past 2.5 years, I've been working with like a bunch of big AI companies as a freelancer, like with Repurpose, and I've learned a lot. But as far as my own brand and my own followers, I definitely have let you guys down, and I know that. And so I haven't even really created that much content, first of all. And I haven't really created you guys anything to help you with. And so like I really love when you guys give me suggestions on things that I can help you create or do, that can help build you up. What are you needing? Like what are you guys struggling with? Like those are things that I really would love to know. And that maybe that's something that you guys can help me out with. Because yeah, I definitely feel like I've let you guys down for that. But I'm excited to help change that. But remember this, your whole business should be revolved around skills that energize you. Like combine what you love doing with what you're good at. And you can always like try to do deep dives with that. Like what skills should I develop to succeed in the thing that you want to do? Right. These are all really cool prompts. Like I'm always talking to ChatGPT to improve my life and to make sure that I'm going on the right route, because it helps stabilize me. Right. And so this is super important, and it happens to me now. I'm already 6 years into this. Do not stress perfection. Like look at this. Look at these slides. Like in the past, like I used to try to make everything look so beautiful and elegant, and it's so stupid. Why not just create something very simple? Because you guys want to learn something, right? It doesn't matter what it looks like. People don't care. You're always in your own mind. So just don't stress perfection. Like if you're not great at something yet, just show up, put in the reps. Like it's the same thing with like working out. Just show up and do something. You'll get better. And so if you're wanting to, kind of get ideas from that, just improve my video scripts or my TikTok scripts or my email scripts. Like I want to do this email. Help me. This is my idea for the email. This is my idea for the video script. Like help me make it more engaging. Yeah, Sock, what's up, buddy? I have a simple question. Yeah, let me know. I'll take the time to. I'm new to the online business world and I want to start a business. Should I do business on Amazon or somewhere else? So there's the thing with Amazon is it's a beast in itself. And this is a little bit off topic, but Amazon, you can do a lot of different things. Like there's Amazon FBA. There's like ebooks and stuff that you can do, like the publisher. For me, the only way I've ever made money with Amazon is as an affiliate. So they have the normal affiliate program, and then they also have what's the other one? Amazon Influencer, and you have to like apply for that. And so I applied for that, and I made a couple $1,000s doing that. But what I would suggest, Sock, is like actually starting a personal brand, like something that you can control with an email list, and not putting all your eggs into a basket that's like someone else's company. So whatever you're passionate about, like whether it's motivation, whether it's, golf, like literally there's a gazillion things that you could do. But normally you want to center your business around health, wealth, or relationships, like helping people solve those core problems, because that's what people are willing to pay for. And again, like health it's subjective a little bit too, because health could be basketball or golf or, anything that really increases someone's status, people are willing to pay for. And so, I mean, really do a brainstorm, Sock. Like these are why I'm giving all these prompts. Like you can go back and look, but I want you to do a brainstorm about what would your what do you want your life to look like every single day? Like use AI to help you brainstorm, like, because if you're just doing Amazon because you saw someone else do it and you think, wow, that person makes a lot of money, like you're gonna fail terribly. And the thing is you need to find something that works for you, where you can work just a couple hours a day. Let's say that you only have 3 to 4 hours a day. Like, what would you do to work on your business? Like, the online world can be really scary, right? And so these are things that I'm going to be starting to put together for my audience. So it's simple, where you can set up a business, that you can have an email list, you can drive traffic to an offer of yours, or send them to a different offer that helps them solve a problem about something that you enjoy doing. Like, you can make a lot of money if you like pickleball, right? Like, like about anything, right? But it's something that you need to be passionate about, that others are passionate about, and that you can wake up every day and be excited about. But it's really the same three things that really help you build a business, Sock. It's creating some kind of traffic, which means like blogs, video. Video right now is probably king still, but just posting something somewhere, unless you're going to pay for ads, those work too. But with ads, you need to have a lot of money to put into and invest in your business straight away. But like, who has time for that? No one has money to start with that, especially if you're a beginner. So you need to get better at creating some kind of content, right? So create content, email your list once you get someone on your email list, because then you can build that trust. And then the last thing is just create offers, right? And whether that's sending people to a product that's already made, so you don't have to do all the fulfillment, you don't have to do anything really. That's why I love affiliate marketing. But if you ever do end up making your own product, which I can help you guys, I can teach you guys how to create like online courses or ebooks and stuff like that with AI if you really want me to. But those are things that I'm probably going to be diving into sometime. But I'm trying to give you an overlooking picture of, before you really try to dive deep into something that may or may not work, or you may not even like, you need to sit down and think about you. What does life look like if you were extremely happy about the tasks that you do every day? And so, yeah, we want to build this business around you. Want afternoons free? Design that in your business. Want to work just 2 hours a day? Make it happen by planning just those three things, right? Driving traffic, nurturing your list, and then somehow directing them to an offer that solves problems and people are happy about. And so you can have AI help you every step of the way. It's insane what AI can do now. It's insane. It really makes everything easier so that you can be a one-person business. What AI tools can I help automate? What AI tools can automate whatever task you're looking for in my business, right? And you might not have a lot of money to start investing in your business right away. That's why a lot of these tools are free to begin with. But yeah, that's a great question. And so I do have a big checklist of a bunch of different AI tools that maybe you guys can check out. But I mean, I have like my top 10 that I use like every single day that are worth, that I would never cancel. And so those are, I can make more videos about those too. But the whole goal is about simplifying your life. How can you make your life easier? If you only have 2 to 3 hours a day, what things can you do to make sure that your business is growing, that you're providing value in the marketplace, and ultimately you still want to profit too, right? You want to earn money for solving problems in the marketplace. And so here's the final question: what does your perfect workday look like? Visualize and describe an ideal workday based on your skills and interests. Okay, and so whether you're seeing that here, on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, live with us, go check out the other videos that I have on here. I know that they'll help you a lot. And if you have more questions, leave questions in the comments. I'd love to make content based on what you guys are thinking. My goal for the next week or two is to simplify these things for you guys, because I know it's overwhelming. Like we talked about, what do you want your ideal life to look like? Once you get to that point, then we can talk, okay, now I know what my ideal life looks like every single day. I want to work this many hours. I want to be with my family this long. Okay, now what do I have to do every single day to make that happen? Okay, here's one last question before we end. Alternatively, would you recommend that I acquire a new skill and establish my own website to offer services related to that skill? Yeah, so that's actually the easiest way, Sock, to make money fast. Like obviously, when you wake up in the morning, you don't always want to, like I'm a freelancer right now too, right? Like I work for big companies. And eventually I don't want to do that for the rest of my life because I'd rather work on my own business, right? But once you learn skills, you become really profitable. So like once you learn how to create engaging emails, once you learn how to create create videos that drive traffic, all these things make you really profitable. And I always say it like this, right? Because all these different courses and things I would learn, I always imagined it like adding a new skill to my Batman belt buckle. That's what I would always say. I'd say, look, I'm just adding new skills to my Batman belt buckle, making myself more profitable. So then you can, I mean, like all my jobs that I've ever gotten in the past 5 or 6 years, working with these big companies, they never had a job opening. It was just me providing value to them, using their software or tools, and then answering questions to their customers, and then saying, hey, I realize that there's these things that you and your company maybe don't have optimized or you guys are missing. And then I'd be like, I'd love to jump on a call and just see if there's any way that we could work together. And then that's how I basically got employment, which is just crazy because it's all self-learning, and learning is great, right? But really it's all the implementing I did, right? Creating my own funnels, creating websites, making like thousands of short form content, making hundreds of YouTube videos, all these skills, making thumbnails on Canva, right? Like creating graphics, every single thing within my own online business is translatable to a job if you really want it to be. And what I realize in the marketplace right now, like you can go to school for these things, but most people don't care. Most businesses do not care about the schooling you made and you went to or did unless you have some kind of results. So it's almost like people care more about the results that you got instead of like what you just learned. Because what does learning actually matter unless it's implemented? You know what I mean? So those are great questions, Sock. I want you to go down, and I don't know if you watched the whole full video, but I want you to sit down and think about what does the perfect day look like for you, and then you need to start building those skills, like copywriting, like funnel building, email marketing, content creation, things that make you marketable, like video editing. And again, a lot of these AI tools, like I had a short form content agency where I was getting paid like 5,000 something bucks a month. And all I was doing is getting video clips from businesses, and I would find valuable parts of these long form videos, and I would make those short form content for them. And then I would consult them on how to monetize. You know, that's just one idea of how you can make an online business. And again, I use AI for every single thing. So I would have AI make all the, I use Submagic mostly for that one, where it would make all the subtitles and I wouldn't have to go in and edit every single thing myself because, again, my mind is wired like that, right? My mind is wired. How can I take advantage and leverage all these different systems, automations, and AI to do all of the hard work for me? So really all I have to do is be the middleman between what this person wants and, you know, I'll help facilitate the work through all these AI tools, and then then they pay me to do it because they don't want to do it or they don't know how to do it themselves. So that's really what it is. So yeah, great questions though. I'm gonna head off now. I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna try to. So my goal for the next year, I really want to be as close to perfect as possible to just create. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes. Even if I can stop in here for 5 minutes a day, I want to help you guys and I want you guys to be more engaged and be able to ask questions. And I'm going to provide more value. Or like we're building a community called AI Escape, where I'm actually thinking we were going to have it be paid, but now I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should have it be free, and then I can provide all the tutorials for all these AI tools and help you really facilitate building something from nothing. And I want to see you guys really win. I want to see you guys take action. None of you, like, you have to think to yourself, like, everyone pretends, not everyone, but most people are entrepreneurs where they're like, yeah, I want a business, but no one's willing to put in the hundreds of hours that it takes to learn it and do it. I applaud anyone that goes and like creates a video for the first time and it completely sucks 1,000 times more than someone who like researches on how to make a video and pretends like, you know, tries to learn never does anything. I applaud 1,000 times more the person that tries. And so that, anyways, so that's today what we wanted to talk about. Really, how to have $100 per day business all starts with what you want your day to look like. Because like I said, I made a lot more than that per day. I think the most I made in a day was like $2,500. But a lot of the times I was doing things that like I was working like 8 to 10 hours, and it's just, for me in my mind, like if I'm making money, what does money matter if you're not living the life that you actually want? And so, yeah, hopefully you guys learned quite a bit. Watch these other YouTube videos on the screen that YouTube recommends if you are watching this on YouTube. And let me know if you guys have any more questions if you're watching the replay. Yeah. And if you are watching the replay, go ahead and comment replay. I want to see who watches it in the end. All right. Thanks so much, guys. See you. Bye.